Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for a very special figure, and it's my very first Hot Toys Iron Man Mark 43 right here. And it's from the Age of Ultron movie, The Avengers. It's really nice. It's a really big box too. And also, I'm recording on my new camera, so 2 new things. Quite excited for this. Basically, I've upgraded my Canon PowerShot with another Canon PowerShot, the 710 HS. I like Canon, it works for me. And this one has a couple of features that I really liked, and I want to try it out. Although, one thing I've noticed that it does not have a fixed focus. Although new cameras don't have autofocus, but I kind of like that fixed point. Anyways, getting back to this review, Avengers. Alright, let's do an unboxing. And this is going to be a little hard. It's a big box. But to open a Hot Toys, actually slide this out. And you get a foam insert. All the figures are inside. I didn't show you the back side of the box. But let me see, you can just reinsert this. I'll quickly show that to you. And I think it tells you all the people involved in designing this, which is awesome. Alright, so let me take that out again. And you get this foam insert here. Take this out. And we get this box out of the way. And there's stuff on the back here. The usual choking hazard warning. And inside here, oh, actually on the back, let's take out the back first. So on the back, we'll have the base and one of Tony Stark's armor, which Ultron took over. So the back here is the base, so I'm just gonna put it aside. It's kind of hard to maneuver this. And you have a user guide. Tells you all the gimmicks and whatnot. And we have the figure here. Just gonna pop this out from the front. There we go. And that was not a good idea. Alright. Well, pretty much you get all the stuff here, although I should have tilted it. You're supposed to open this while it's lying flat, but you kind of get the idea. Let me see if I can put things back together. And this is a really huge figure. Yep, it's 1/6 scale, and I think it's at least a foot. Yeah, grabbing my ruler here. Yeah, it's roughly over a foot. Just a little over a foot. 12 inches. That's quite awesome. You got that Tony's face replica there. Really nice. Alright, so I'm gonna take this out of the box and continue with the review. Alright, let's start with the base. And this is actually quite nice. Yep. It's actually a little bit lightweight. And what does it say? Marvel 2015 Hot Toys Limited. All rights reserved. So it's plastic, obviously. I got some nice details on the rocks, nicely painted. In front we got a plate here with Avengers Mark 43. Really cool. And you do have a metal rod here and the clip. Has some foam in there to protect while it's grabbing the hot toy. And just gonna slide it in. There's a screw here to tighten it, but I don't think it's necessary. And just holds it in there, or mounts in there. And along with that, we got this guy here. I kind of forgot though what mark or one of the sentry drones, basically. Yeah, really nice details. He has actually 2 points of articulation. You can move his arm here, over here on the shoulder. Has that articulation there, and you can pop that out if you just want to have this. Yeah, some nice details on this. Really cool. And other point of articulation is basically the neck here. I believe it's straight. Yep, that was a bull joint, but nonetheless nice. And this one you could just have in place here on the side or somewhere. But I think that's where it was intended to, just on the side there. All right, that's pretty much in for the base. And there are a couple of tools along with that insert on the back where the base are all packaged together. So you do have this. You have a small screwdriver to open up all the panels for the batteries. And it is quite ridiculous. You have 12 batteries. And basically you need 3. I think they're 1.5 volts each. And I think there's 4 sections where you put the LEDs. The head, the chest, and 1 for each arm. So a total of 12. You also get this little plastic tool. It's kind of like a flat. Likewise, it's to help you remove certain panels. So those tools. I think that's about it, and let's look at Iron Man. Alright, we got Tony Stark here in his Iron Man Mark 43 suit. He looks amazing. He does have a little bit of that battle damage look. And let's see how this works. There we go. A little bit of paint chipping there. Yep, you see that silver on the red. Nice battle damage. Even on the gold, really cool. And just a little, that little subtle details. That's really great. So it's not a clean Iron Man suit. And I kind of like it. So just in case there's a little paint mishap, you probably overlooked it because it's already battle damage. Yeah. Alright, so moving on now, let's go over articulation as well as the details. So we have the neck joint here, and as you can see, no problem moving around, really great. Then you have the shoulder here. It has that spring-loaded hinge, so you can move it up without much problem. It just slides out of the way, really cool. And you can pop the shoulder out here, and you see that inner details there, which is cool. And you can move this around, rotate it. Along with that, you can bend the elbow here. It's separate elbow armor, which is great. And seeing more details here on the back. You could actually see that this outer ring here has that metallic paint, and the inside part is actually silver plastic. Which would make sense. You don't want to have the silver painted as a joint, and once you move it around, it's going to start rubbing off. So that's great. And we have the wrist here, which I'll go more in details later on as we do the hand swaps. And getting back to the chest, you can actually remove this panel here. It's connected on 4 pegs, or actually 3, sorry, miscounted. And you got really nice mechanical details here, really cool. And likewise the same on the back when you open the panels. And I think this just it's not really his wings, well, somewhat helps him do when he's flying, some kind of aerodynamic movements, I guess. Really nice details. It's amazing. And underneath, it's just silver. It'll be cool too if they have a little bit of details there as well, but not gonna complain. This is amazing. I mean, this whole figure has some weight on him, and just holding him up like this is kind of gives you a little bit of cramps. So actually leaning one of my elbows down just to hold him up. Right, so you can also, you have a little bit of a movement here on the mid torso, as you can see there, and you can pop this up. And I'm kind of worried about doing this. There we go. So you can pop this up, and you see a little bit. They even have the inner part painted, obviously. But this gives you a little bit more movement, just a little bit more. So that's nice. Nice details there. And moving down, you have the skirts here that you can move up. Same thing on the sides here. Really nice. And I don't think there's anything on the back though. Although there is a gimmick, which we'll go in a bit. But this allows you to move his whole leg up, and his leg is really heavy. And even on the side here. So that's some great articulation. You do have a swivel here on the thigh. Yep. And there is a gimmick on the back here. This button on his butt. And basically, when you press it, it lowers this section here. And something tells me this is for him when you have a 1/6 scale couch or chair. Along that, you can bend his knees here. There we go. A lot of moving parts. This one collapses in. Get the separate knee armor. There we go. You can have Tony Stark just lounging. Yeah. Alright, so let's put that back. But yeah, you can do a quite dynamic pose, and even his iconic when it's just... Maybe it is possible, but I just have to fiddle around with it. But when he's have his fist on the ground, yeah, I think we can do it somewhat. There we go. Oh, you kind of get the idea. Alright, let's just push this back all together. Yeah, really nice. And I'm still kind of afraid of, maybe am I chipping off some of the paint? Am I scratching it? I probably have, but it's one of those, you gotta just enjoy the figure. I mean, just be careful when you move panels. A lot of them does touch each other. Yeah. Moving down here on the back side, I don't think there's any panels that when you bend the knee. Yeah, it does have a bit of a 3 points of articulation. You get here, somewhere here, and here. But yeah, the details is great. And you get a little bit of flap here, which allows him to point his toes down. Then you get a little bit more here when it's bending. And there's actually kind of like a panel here which allows him to bend his toes, and that thing slides out, which is great. Yep. It's really cool. Alright, and let me take a quick break, since holding this does give you a little strain. And I will continue with the review with the other face and arms and the LED. I'm not sure if I showed this bottom side, and seems to be 2 screws there. This part here, they could have added LED here also. Yep, but I mean, there's a battery compartment, probably switch, but that's gonna be another 6 out of plus 12. That's gonna be 18 batteries. That's gonna be ridiculous. More than likely, you're gonna have him standing up. Alright, so we have Robert Downey Jr.'s face replica here. It looks great. And let's do a quick zoom in on this one here. So it's a whole new head. Yeah, just the details on that. Really cool. And trying to fight it with my focusing. But yeah, this is really nice. And basically, yeah, that really smooth. Yeah, it's really cool. Even have the facial hair. And I think it might have been the 43 that has that when he's scarred. I have to double check, but I'm new to Hot Toys. It's cool. And there is a faceplate that kind of like this one actually has a clear. So yeah, the eyes are clear, and there's a little bit of details inside there, as you can see. And it just goes in. I think the mouth first. Then there you go. It is magnetized, and with that idea, magnetized, see the metals up there. You can even put it on top like so, which is really cool. And to put this on, let's take this out here. We're gonna pop the head off here, and I'm just gonna pop this out. Here we go. And put this on. Although I found that once you put this on, actually, yeah, I see a little bit of red there. It's fine, it's just a joint. There we go. And it's not letting me in. Come on. Just gotta be careful. It's a heavy figure. There. Alright, we got it in. There we go. That looks really cool. Yeah, really nice. Although this one does have the LED effect to it, so we might want to use this one. But again, like what I said before, when you take this out, there is a actually it didn't do it this time. I had a tendency that this whole thing pops off, and I had to take it out from here. So let's put this back in. Goes in a lot easier. There we go. And let's go over the different accessories. Let's see here. There's quite a bit. Well, actually not quite. So aside from the closed fist that you're getting right here, it's just a closed fist. You're gonna get the open palm, which also has the clear pieces here, and that's basically, you know, from the batteries there. There's a wire that goes to the LED. Yep. And let's go try to put this on here. So first off, there is also another pair of, calling this Forearm Protector. This one is more angled, and it's actually what you want to use. So we're gonna pop off the hand first, and basically there is a ball joint there with the LED on that side. It is really bright, and just to show you, yeah, it's really bright. Now we're gonna take this out, but I do find that it's a lot easier to remove this when you kind of open out the panels here. So this forearm panel is magnetized. So I'm just removing one, and there is a gimmick later on which we'll go over regarding that one. But I just want to separate this, I guess this wrist guard, and swap it to one of them. I don't think, oh actually they did label this, the right side, yep, because there is orientation. There we go. Put this thing here, back there, And let's put one of the hands. You actually get two pairs of them. This one is fixed. I mean, it's kind of rubbery. But you also have this one here with articulated fingers. So that it's kind of interesting how they did that. So this one, you can bend the fingers. You can do a lot more hand gestures with this. Even a thumbs up. Just really cool. Probably will work with this one, since we can move the fingers. Although, just looking from this doesn't have that bend here, so having an angle for the repulsor blast doesn't quite work. So let's put this on. Let's try this one first. There we go. Well, maybe we can angle it a little bit more. There we go, and turn on the lights. It's not as bright, or not as blinding. So it's nice. Then you have the switch back here. Turns on his chest. And for the head here, I'm not sure why they did this, but to access it, you gotta remove this part here, and you gotta remove this part here, which is kind of ridiculous. And there's kind of like a wing, or like tabs on the side. Take this out. The battery compartment's on here, and you turn on from this switch here. And yeah, I mean, actually it's not too bad. Just keeping it off. So let's see how much light difference that is. No light, with light. But obviously you want to put that on there. Just that little tab. Kind of wish that they didn't have that tab there and just have it magnetized. That'll be a lot easier to take in and out. But they gotta, yeah. There you go. Looks great. Now we can also do the other side. You might as well. So again, we pop this off. I guess this one, you don't have to really move that whole forearm armor. But it's the same way. You can pop this out. It's also magnetized, as you can see here. And there we go. Get in there. And let's push this thing. Actually, I put the same. I was wondering about that. So there, here we go. I was looking for this one here. All right. Putting this on here. And now you have both hands. And you can do a certain pose. That's looking awesome. Looking great. And while we have that pose, you might as well put it on the stand. And we'll have old LEDs. So, let me get the stand back here. It just wraps around his waist. There we go. And I kind of want his leg to be moving up a little bit. Actually, let me show that. So what I'm trying to do down here is basically have one of his right foot standing on the rock. And maybe I have to lower this one a little bit so his other leg is touching the floor here. There we go. So that's what I'm trying to do. And you could put Ultron Jr. here on the side. There we go. Give it a little bit more space. Or have him pose this way. There we go. That looks great. It's such an amazing figure. Alright, and other than that, I mean, you can obviously use this face. But yeah, overall, I really enjoy this. Oh, almost forgot. So, there's this forearm here, which I probably should have just done first. We're gonna take this out. The magnets are actually quite strong. And there are 4 pegs to align them. So this is the other one. This comes with a rocket, or a smart missile, I guess. Pegs in place, likewise, and there you go. You could probably just leave that there instead of the other one. Yeah, the little details. That looks amazing. And that basically concludes my review for the Hot Toys Iron Man Mark 43. And I have to say, I'm very impressed on this figure. Well worth the money I spent on it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. When you get to the point where you're buying Hot Toys, yeah, it's a whole new world. I feel like a young kid again, opening a very, very awesome toy. Yep, it's an amazing feeling having one of these. It's a big toy. You got a 12-foot figure of an amazing Iron Man, and it's amazing. All the details, the heft, the LED, the details. Like his face, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculously amazing, and that's something that you can actually enjoy. It's eye candy basically. Alright, that's about it for the review. I would recommend this. Obviously, I would recommend getting a Hot Toys, in particular Iron Man, since, well, this is my first one for now. I am considering getting the 45, maybe, but I just want to try it for now. I'm getting the 43, and I'm really impressed. But I do need to save up to get. They are expensive. They range about 300 to 400. And over time, if you want to get the older one, depending on the demand, or the price does go up. Interestingly, yeah. So might be a good investment, but yeah, it just depends on which figure it is. And there's also Hulkbuster. That's 2 feet tall. That's something. That's an amazing figure, yeah, which comes out next year. Yep. Anyways, that's about it for the review. Hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, suggestions, or any comments in general, just let me know in the comments below. Yep, my first hot toy. Amazing. Anyways, that's about it. So till then, this is Speeds. Thanks for watching.